YouTube. It's another story time with Fatmac. Yeah, as you can tell, it's early in the morning. I decided to go around and get this done early. Really don't know what story to tell you guys about today. So many. Alright, I think I'll tell you a funny one. Alright, so, again, this is probably like 7 to 10 years ago. Was sitting there, going on a trip. And, let's say my family, is, unconventional. We talk to each other, kind of not however, but like, we know how to make jokes. We know how to have a good time, really. Well, I remember this one time, we were sitting there, all of us cousins were sitting there, playing. So, we decided to, play hide and go seek, because that was our shit. That's every time all my family got together, we always, just decided to do the most fun, off the wall stuff together. So here we are, we're starting to play, and one of my cousins has a bright idea of saying, "Hey, let's make a block radius or our containment area, so you can't go past the block. You can't go to the next block. Basically, you just gotta stay within the neighborhood." So we all decided to go and take up places, and me and my other cousin, we decided to try to hide together. Like, we're not together, but like they were on the other side of the street, and I was on, we're in eye shot of each other, so we can see each other. So we're sitting there, we're hiding, we're thinking we're cool and all that. We're thinking we're James Bond, just sitting there hiding. Well, my cousin decided to pick the person's house that's super paranoid to hide in front of. So we're sitting there playing, and out of nowhere, I turn around, and my cousin is booking it. He's booking it across the street. We're like, okay, maybe my other cousin who's it, maybe, he finally found him. So he's ready for his dear life, it looks like. No. The reason why he's running is because the neighbor guy came outside because he thought he was trying to steal something from him. So he came outside with a baseball bat and was chasing him around because he thought he was trying to break in his truck. So we're sitting there just laughing because this is how fucked up we are. We're not gonna let nothing happen to him. But we decided to all right, let's just gonna watch because we're young and dumb. We don't understand the full concepts of personal boundaries and privacy, and we're just kids just doing whatever we think is right. So we all come together, and this is how immature we are. We all come together, and then we say we're gonna beat the guy if he doesn't stop chasing. So the guy said he's gonna call the cops. So we got spooked because kids, whenever somebody says they call the cops, naturally you get spooked. So we're sitting there. We started to play the next block because we felt that this block was too hot now. So we started playing the next block, which was a mistake because as we're sitting there playing, we see about 2 or 3 cop cars, and get really spooked. So then we, at this time, looking back on it, this looks so shady. We all decided to change shirts. So if the cops asked if they seen somebody in a gray shirt, blue pants, whatever, it's not what we're wearing. they're all wearing different mixed-match stuff, but duh, we're kids. We're not thinking. Guess what? All of our jeans are the fucking same color, so it doesn't even matter. We still fit the description, you know. So we're sitting here thinking we fooled everybody and all that. So we decided to go back inside. So as we're gearing to go inside, my other cousin, he's a mischievous one. I can't English sometimes, but he said, "Hey, why don't we just go keep fucking with the guy?" I said he's gonna call the cops on us, And then all it dawned on us like, okay, let's do this. So we proceeded to get my youngest cousin. We persuaded him to go over there and ding dong ditch. So they kept doing that. We're mind you, like around the corner, so like we can see the house, but we can't see. He can't see us at first glance, or at least that's our thought. So then ding dong ditch, comes back, ding dong ditch, comes back, ding dong ditch. So it gets about to like the fifth time. The guy's so pissed off because I'm sure he had to go to work the next morning. I'm sure there's a logical reason. Kids being annoying. Looking back on it, I feel horrible because like here's this person probably trying to relax after a hard day, or who knows who knows their mental status, meaning like if one of their family members passed away, or there's so many variables. But looking back on it, I feel horrible. Like, would I do it differently? Yeah, I'll do it differently. What I'll do differently is I would actually think things through and try my best not to, like, how would you say, ruin, not really ruin, but like, just be a nuisance. It's not worth it. Yeah, it was fun at the time, but like looking back on it, if I was in that man's situation, oh yeah, there's no doubt about it, I would call the cops. I'm getting harassed by like this group of kids, and I can't do nothing as an adult, like, then I'm gonna be the bad guy, and it's like, again, it's, when you're young, you don't really think things through all the way, but, it is what it is. Now it made me a better person. I could truly say that, I've matured so much since, being a younger, adolescent, child, whatever. Yeah, so, let me get to the best part of the story. Well, we were all getting ready to wrap it up, the little gathering was, about to conclude, come to an end, everybody's gonna go home. Well, as soon as, people started leaving, then this man decides to just go outside and just hang out and watch people, So then, the next day, my aunt tells me that guy had us all on videotape because, he has home surveillance. And, back then I'm not sure how great the quality was, but, it was enough to scare us to, like, not go, I guess not, like, we put a restriction on whenever we play games that, like, we have to stay in the yard. We have to stay in the yard, we can't go out and explore, the whole works. But yeah, so I guess like the moral of the story would be just, like no matter how much fun you're having, like in the moment, in the time, just think it through all the way before you complete it. So like, let's just say if you're with your friends, hey, I want to go street racing, or I want to just go run a quarter mile real quick. There's not that many cars on the road. Well, it's not the fact that there's that many cars on the road. It's what happens if, you have a tire blowout at 120 and, mom is sitting there walking down the street just trying to get some, formula for her baby, and you blow your tire out at 120, it's not the most stablest of speeds to lose a tire at. And, there's just so many variables, like, just think it through, like, what's $40, $50 for a weekend of racing. What's going out in the middle of a farm field, trying to find the straightest path where only you and only you is gonna get hurt if anything would go wrong. You gotta think of the bigger picture. It's not just how is this gonna better me, or how is this gonna not affect me. It's how is this gonna affect everybody else around me. Like that's the main thing. Is you just stop being selfish. You're not the only person here. It's just others. I don't know. Then I kind of lost you guys at the end, but yeah, I just wanted to say, this is not one of my, I guess, most entertaining stories, but I always find it hilarious that, like, hey, we're sitting there in the wrong, thinking that we're in the right, and still in the wrong, But yeah, thank you guys for listening to me. Have a blessed weekend. See ya.